Hello everyone, welcome back again. I hope you're doing just great and everything is going very well. Welcome back to our English podcast with you, trainer Ibrahim Halawi, your English fluency guide, and I am here to help you take your English to a very new height through listening. So just listen and improve your listening skill, expand your vocabulary and phrases, and listen to different topics. Today's topic is really interesting. You know, people who make up stories about their weekend, all of us made one when we were young, but it's not the case when you are adult. A lot of people make up stories about their weekend. They just want to impress others about their weekend. They want to tell you that they're amazing and they had a perfect weekend and they didn't just stay at home doing nothing. A lot of people do this, and we have information about that. We made a survey to check if they are telling the truth or they just lie about their weekend. A survey of 5,000 adults has shown that 1 person in 4 invents details about their weekend because they don't want to tell the truth about their boring weekend. They just want to impress their friends. When they are asked, "Did you have a good weekend?" they of course want to tell you that they had a perfect weekend. They don't like to say that they just stayed at home and watched TV because it sounds boring or cheap. They want to tell you that they are very rich and they had a great time in their weekend. So they invent the details about the weekend. The most common lie that people told us, like, "I went out on Saturday night," when really they didn't go anywhere. Other common lies were, "I had a romantic dinner," or "I went to a party," or "I went away for the weekend," and all of them are lying about that. In fact, in the survey, 30% of people who answered the question said that they spent their weekend sleeping or resting because they were tired at the end of the week, so they just slept and did nothing. Another 30% said that they needed to work or study on the weekend because they had something urgent, they have a lot of work, they had a lot on their plates, so they didn't enjoy their weekend. That is 60%. Every time I go on the weekend, I find a lot of people having great things in their weekend, and I think I am just doing something boring, or I'm not doing great things as them. And I always told myself that I can do something better. If I had the same weekend as this person, it would be great. Or if I would travel to this place, it would be much greater. I always tell myself that there's something better. And that's the case with every one of us. Even if you are really rich, if you're wealthy and moneyed, you think that people have better weekends than you. You think that there's something better you can do. You look at people having fun with their family. We always think that something is missing. Maybe you're alone, you didn't go with your friends, so you tell yourself, like, "I need to go with my friends next time." Maybe you go with your family and you find that going with the family is so much boring and it's much better to go with friends, or vice versa. You go with your friends and you don't like it because there is a bully one in your friends and you don't like staying with them. And we talked earlier about having the weekend with the wrong person. Maybe you choose the wrong person to spend the weekend with, and they ruin your weekend because they are cheap, because they are annoying, or they argue a lot, so they don't agree with you, they don't have the same interests as you, or you sometimes feel that you need more money to achieve things you want to do. A lot of reasons, but nothing of these reasons make you invent or make up stories to impress people. It's not polite to do this because you may hurt someone when you tell someone that you spent $5,000 per week, for example, in this place, when they don't have enough money to pay for the living. That is really hurting. And you're lying. You're not telling the truth. You're making them thinking that you are very, very rich and they are very, very poor. That is not good at all. That is not good. And telling lies is not okay. You feel that you are a liar, and every time you lie about your weekend, you don't lie about your weekend, you lie about everything. If they figure out that you're lying, they will not trust you anymore. I remember that I had those friends in my primary or preparatory stages, those people who always told me lies about their weekend and how they spend a lot of money buying useless things and how much they don't care about money. They pay a lot of money when they already didn't pay for their lessons or didn't have lunch or dinner or didn't have breakfast because they had no money, and they always borrow money from people. How can they tell these kind of lies? They are really fake, and I figured out that they are fake, so I always listened to them and didn't care for what they say. So people often don't tell the truth about their weekend. We don't want to feel that everyone else is having a better time than us. If we have had a boring weekend doing housework or the chores, paperwork, or just resting after a tiring week at work, we don't say that we just did that. We did nothing special. So I believe that networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all the platforms, social media platforms, maybe they're encouraging us to invent details about our social lives. So, for example, how can someone invent this whole story about his weekend? I think he watched a video on YouTube, a vlog about someone, had the same things he said, so he just imagined that he lives the same life of this person. So he tells you that as he did that, they are not satisfied of their life. People can create an illusion of who they want to be and the life they want to live. So, next time a friend or your coworker tells you about their amazing weekend, wait a minute before you start feeling jealous. Maybe they're inventing it all. They're fake. So, trust yourself and feel satisfied of what you have. It's okay. You can have fun and enjoy your time with very simple things. Being with friends or family, staying and telling jokes anywhere, that is really nice and amazing. You just need to be satisfied of what you have, and you will really have a great time then. That is for today. I'm really pleased that you reached to the end of this podcast, and I really want you to learn a lot of vocabulary by listening to this podcast more than one time and going back to the past podcasts. You'll learn a lot of vocabulary words and expressions and phrases, and you will have like ideas to talk about when you accustom these kind of situations. Thank you, and if you like to support us to continue, feel free to give us your thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and leave a comment supporting us. We're just starting and we're continuing, inshallah. That's it. See you next time. Goodbye.